Can I put the woman underneath the bed?
Yeah, there's room enough for you to shove
Do
her
that
under. She wasn't a very
relatively
big
quickly.
lady.
I probably should go ahead and find a way to feed it soon.
I've been riding horses since I was a youngin'. I ain't gonna stop now.
Crystal ball, which kind of fits the aesthetic.
Is there a human skull over there?
I recommend you keep it civil, my guy. Or it will be the worst night of your life.
Yeah.
I'm an angel! Sorry, I have to play it. It is what it is.
Okay. Do we need to roll anything for searching for people and telling them that the beach is closed?
I have survival.
So now it depends how you want to do it. I mean, first things first, are people even
Come
gonna
out of the
wanna
bushes like a
listen?
hobo. Get out!
Are people even gonna want to listen to you is the question. So that's really up on a persuasion check. But if you're just trying to find people, I mean, it really depends on how you're wanting to accomplish this, but convincing them to listen to you is going to be the hardest part.
Okay. So.
But I mean, what you can find is, I mean, yeah, there's some folks that are, people driving by. That's, unfortunately, there's only so much you can do about that, but for people that are just out for, 10 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock now at night, people are out and about. I mean, it seems like it's Sunday. People are, still enjoying their weekends, so. And a lot of them just seem to be, enjoying the beautiful view of this magnificent moon glow on the ocean.
Okay. Well, first with our approach, I am simply going to say, folks, we need you to kindly clear the beach, please. And they're going to respond as to wanting to know why, I'm assuming.
Well, if you're not going to try to roll anything, I mean, they're going to look at you and their first question that you're going to get is if there's a movie being filmed here. For that is pretty common in this area.
I'm not at liberty to confirm that. Can I roll a subterfuge?
Absolutely. It'd be a social and a subterfuge.
Okay.
Lynn's not with him, is she?
Sorry, what was that?
Lynn's not with him, is she? She went the other way?
I mean, if you guys want to stick together, you can, but if you want to just kind of spread out and try to encompass an area, that's up to you guys.
That would be 3 successes.
I feel like they would have encompassed, but...
He might have gone one way, you, hit the other direction then. 3 successes. Stupid hit me. Yeah, they listen to what you say, and they kind of read into it, and they read it at least however they read it, but they seem to kind of, prop themselves up a bit, but they continue on their way, They're making their way, at least where they were heading, or out of the area, it's hard to say, but they seem to kind of just, clean up a bit as they make their way.
Seeing that, I'm going to assume that they're going to try to bomb the set that they think they're going to be on. I'm going to say, all right, You got me. The reason why it's glowing is there's a dangerous algae bloom. We're trying to keep it on down low because we do not want to start a panic. You are at danger if you remain on the beach. You want me to re-roll deception for that or not?
No. I was just giving them the roll. If they believe it, they do better or worse. They stop, stare at you kind of for a bit. You know, they kind of like clean themselves up, thinking they're maybe going to be in a movie, whatever, but yeah, they look at you and they kind of read your face, and well, it's not really hard for you to fake this concern, as the concern is real, and it seems they're able to pick up on that as they, you know, kind of then turn back around where they came from, and they just nod. Still not quite sure, but they make their way back, not really wanting to take any chances.
Thank you so much, folks. Have a wonderful night. Please let anybody know on the way out that they need to vacate the area. Please don't tell anybody about the algae bloom. I don't want to lose my job.
Well, you're not quite sure how they took that part, but they continue on their way. Lynn, you try the other side, get some people cleared out. I mean, there's just going to be cars that are be passing on the street. Not much you can do about that. But you look for maybe
like
any
that's
pedestrians. You
It's
do
completely different the way that I would have to do it.
So, you do find, it looks like this man's probably in his 30s. He's running for a late night jog. It seems like he's with his dog, more specifically. It seems like he's just kind of using the park to take his dog out for a last night walk. I don't know how you want to handle that situation, but that's really all you can see.
I'm just gonna tell, like, hey, buddy, you love your dog?
It takes out an earbud and... Excuse me?
If you love your dog, please leave. It's not safe here.
While she has this gun, is that a threat?
Yeah.
Yes, she does still have the rifle.
You know, he kind of like takes the earbud out. He like gives you a look up and down, and you're not really quite sure what his face is, but he, you know, kind of like turns back around, and he was jogging, you know, you can tell he was out for a late night run. This is like an actual run at this point. He's like in full sprint with his dog, as his dog's just running after him. It's not like a small dog, it's a medium-sized dog that's keeping up with him pretty good.
So he's like,
not a hunting dog.
Crazy woman with a gun, and she's threatening me.
It's safe to
I'm
assume. He took it as a threat.
I know.
Yeah.
Either way, she's like, hey, I got them both off the beach. That's what the...
Good enough.
Yeah.
Doctor and Crowley, you guys are doing in the meantime?
I think I might stay in the parking lot and stop anyone from coming in, probably.
That's an easy job. No one really comes in. You know, it's 10 o'clock at night. I mean,
Yeah, this is...
That, and if they were to pull up to have a nice rendezvous, seeing the big muscly biker sitting in the parking lot, you know, maybe
Crap.
Lover's Lane is a
I don't
better
think I'm like
choice than the
standing kind of
beach.
like in the middle of the, you know, the, what you call it, the street kind of thing coming in, watching if anyone's jogging in or anything like that, probably.
all right. And I'll go ahead and mute so you can talk. What are you doing in the meantime?
Both can't be mute at the same time. Can you?
Well, they can, if they want to keep what they're doing very secret.
Everything he's been doing tonight's been secret, for fuck's sake.
It's okay. I mean, he is playing what he is. Mystery is going to be required at some point, if not all the time. I'm just waiting until we see like a freaking dump truck full of TNT show up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to show up so I can wave him in.
Go ahead.
Who knows? Maybe we can make some calamari there too.
Ooh, that sounds good right now. Not fried though. Fried foods lately have been just not good. But yeah, you know, some lightly cooked, maybe with some sesame seed oil.
Four. You're just... Alright, Crowley. When the doctor patted you on the shoulder, as condescending as it might have felt, You feel that anger, that hunger, more specifically, as you kind of pinpoint where it came from. I don't know, as she kind of like pats you on the back, it feels still, as condescending as it is, that's really inevitable as a Bruja, but it nullifies that pain, that constant pressure that you feel.
Okay.
And quieted your beast with a back pat?
Does my hunger go down?
No.
Oh, it just
sorry.
feels better. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, sorry.
Took the
Fucking
edge
slow
off,
level.
didn't
I can
say
only
you.
do so much. But I can give you a good motivational back pat.
God bless. The angelic blessing.
But while he's holding off traffic, what are you doing, Doctor?
I'm basically just going to be trying to watch the ocean and open my third eye to see what I can see about it. Okay. Now that I've given my go get 'em tiger back pat. One, two, three, 4 successes
Damn.
with 2 crits.
Nice.
Okay. You focus on your third eye. You want to open it. This morning you realized it wasn't really so much a physical thing as you realized it might be more a spiritual thing. So you close your eyes, you focus. And as you take in just the situation, you think about that toxin. It's really almost as soon as that thought, that feeling that you got from Lynn specifically, and this ocean, though it feels the same, you feel that strange sensation as a muscle moves in your forehead as the eye opens. And you see... You know what? I have it written down. I'll give you the specifics. You see rivers of molten silver that are capable of burning off the flesh of your body, but also seems to heal, to ward off death. You see a vast plain of jagged black rock that stretches almost to a horizon. And within those rivers of molten silver that mold into lakes, into this plain, you see hybrid wolves that howl and thrash in agony. And you feel your eye close.
I'll check for blood.
Oh, yeah. It kind of streams down both sides, and you can feel it just kind of drip off your chin.
Go ahead and clean myself up. I know it's going to be blood all over my Jeep now, but that's a good thing it's a dark Jeep. Alright.
Graham, I got your message. I appreciate you not killing me. But you got your game plan. So, your assistant, if you need him to do something, he won't ask too many questions on this one. Doesn't need to. He got the name of this person after all. My goodness, it's more than he ever usually gets. But like he said, he did get a bonus for this. If there's anything that you need him to do, he'll make the calls or send for the request, but otherwise, you're gonna start getting something ready for the ocean.
We'll finish what Caligula started.
Sounds ridiculous. Right. So you are gonna start getting your stuff down there. Are you gonna be making the trip yourself, or are you just sending crew?
Oh no, I want to see this.
Fair enough. Are you going
I
by
mean, my crew's
sea?
coming with me, but I want to see this.
Right. Are you going by sea or by land?
I'll go by land.
Right, for the safest. Float up the ocean. Alright. Well, when you get to the tower, you just have to make 2 calls, honestly. It's all it really takes. Is you get everything prepped. And this is what you do best, so it'll probably take about 30 minutes for everything to be ready, and then another 30 minutes for it to get out there. So it'll probably take an hour until you can get this this service suddenly, too. Usually you get more time.
Rush
but
delivery, yeah.
yeah. An hour is what you're going to be able to get for rush delivery, in a sense, so.
And I hope
But, I
Nancy
mean, you
had
start
Prime.
So you start making the crazy calls with your assistant to help as well. As I said before, for you, Rune, I mean, no one's coming down. This 10 o'clock past now at night. The other 2 of you just brush people off to get out of this area. Different ways of doing it. One through threat and one through subterfuge. But nevertheless, you get your goals completed.
Unintentional threat too, I'm pretty sure.
You love life, then leave.
Crazy hobo woman.
Yeah.
Hey, she's got a firearm. She's terrified.
I don't
Yeah.
know that part.
She's responsible with her firearms. She hasn't actually pointed it at anyone.
Yeah.
Just the horse.
Just the horse so far.
Which the horse, as I recall, found that quite amusing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Drink.
Take a seat.
That was my turn.
No, take a seat. Alright, well, while the 4 of you, 3 of you, yeah, 3 of you, 4, no, I was right. While the 4 of you, I mean, okay, 3 of you are kind of keeping watch of people. 1 of you is more so just doing some weird Malkavian stuff. But the 4 of you, technically in total, what you will notice from this green tinge is it seems to grow and grow. It gets brighter, greener, as you feel your stomachs begin to churn. And for you, Lynn, especially as a seasoned vampire, you can't remember the last time you felt nauseous. But all 4 of you feel this illness. Your legs start to feel weak, your body fatigued. You're able to stand, that's not a problem, but it feels as if you're about to vomit at any moment. You swallow and have to make that so, not to vomit. And this green tinge just pulsates. It almost induced a headache for all of you as it pulsates. For you, good doctor, I mean, your eye closed after such, and it seems to be like you can feel the tension in the eye as it is like forcibly closing itself. It is very much clenched, this third eye, this third muscle that you have. And you feel nauseous, you feel hungry. What do you want to do? We're not sure how long it'll take for Graham to get here, aka Mystery Man on the phone, but...
Didn't even ask a name.
No, you didn't.
This math wasn't important. Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure that this is going to start forcing people off. I know how toxin works, so I'm going to start collecting all my little friends. Get them into the Prius. We need to get some distance until whoever arrives.
Alright. You want to go to them and tell them it's time to leave?
Not leave, but we need to move to a respectable distance.
Let the
You go to
beast have
first.
its territory.
Yes. Whoever's closest.
Probably Crowley.
Perfect.
Excuse me. It seems like the toxin is starting to spread. We really need to move to a more respectable distance. If you would please get into the Prius.
How far is a respectable distance?
Hopefully I can let us know. But for now, we need to collect our friends and we need to move.
Alright. In your damn... You know what? Nah. Which way of the street? I'll walk, okay? I'll meet you down there. I'm not getting your fucking Prius.
I let you know I do not know how long we will have to move or how frequently until this friend shows up. So please, I would suggest. I mean, you can ride your own motorcycle if you would like.
Yeah, I'll go get it. Alright.
Okay, meet me in the parking lot.
Whatever.
All right, who's the next closest? Lynn? Excellent. Hold on.
Going through all the brew house first. Okay.
Well, I mean, out of all of us, who's the hardest to convince?
3 successes. I'm going to go ahead and touch Lynn and do the same thing I did to Crowley to try to ease her shock and trauma and inform her that it is time to leave, dear. We need to
touching people.
I gotta. It's the doctor thing. I gotta touch people.
Yeah, but there's a thing called consent.
You don't need to consent with the Almighty.
Oh,
You're here to help.
Here we go. Now that kind of language is gonna get you in trouble, especially with the atheists around here.
Alright, well, Lynn, as the doctor touches you, you feel this warmth. This.
Wait.
I mean, you know it well. You're a seasoned vampire, though. You have more control over it than these fledgling. Though you can still tell that this feeling quells that hunger that you always feel, that never goes away. And
Please
that-
tell me he didn't walk up behind me and touch me like on the shoulder.
I imagine to your side.
I imagine I approach you from the front or the side. I would have let
Okay,
myself be
good.
known.
Okay,
I'm a doctor.
good.
I don't sneak up on people. Trust me, I don't even
Like,
have
I would have hit you with the butt of the gun right to the face.
Oh.
Well, you don't
But-
have teeth anymore.
But you feel her touch you as this quelling nature kind of wells up. And you know that she did something, but you have no idea what. That doesn't feel like anything you've experienced in discipline so far. But she tells you
It is time to get a bit of distance away. So if you would please, if you did not bring a vehicle, I suggest we get into my Prius.
Drove the Kelpie here.
Ah, excellent. I tell her that it is unlocked. You may take, I believe, the back seat. The dog will be taking the passenger seat. I apologize.
You gotta ride, bitch, because the dog's more important.
It's a good thing I went to go get my motorcycle. There wouldn't be enough room in there for all of us.
There's
It's
a trunk.
4-seater.
I'm not getting in the trunk.
It's a 5-seater. What do you want about?
You mean a 5-seater? Have you been in
There's
a
the-
Prius before? They're tiny.
No, I have not.
It's like a lunchbox.
They're real small.
I don't know what it is about the doctor, but it just makes me want to be so prideful and say no.
You can
I
always
don't
try.
know
It's a free
why.
campaign.
Yeah, and then of course, then the doctor is going to try to convince you the answer is actually yes.
And Campy's currently at the 50-50 ratio.
Don't worry. The angel will make sure we all make it through this.
I'm gonna kill your god.
Go.
Don't worry. I'll help you reach heaven first, Crowley. You'll be my first disciple.
Ooh.
Oh
Is that threat?
God. Uh,
Gonna get God tattooed on one arm and Jesus on the other.
There, it's already folded up, baby. You need more room.
I think Lynn's gonna make it look like she's following his instructions, but as she goes, she's gonna use
Oh.
Cloak of Shadows and just disappear.
Oh.
Sneaky piggy.
All right, let's gotta roll off again. It's different though.
Roll off.
well, I mean, that depends all on whether or not Taylor's character has aspects, right?
No. Unfortunately, it's because I am a vampire and she's using it. There's using it on humans and vampires is different. Very different.
Oh, okay.
Which is why Crowley actually gets a roll when I tell him that to stop being a naughty, naughty boy.
I am gonna smash your fucking windows at like goddamn Prius, I swear to fucking God.
Oh, that's just gonna make me real sad. But then I'll get them repaired. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Because you're a doctor.
It's true. I got 300 grand. Sure, it's most of my retirement, but whatever.
What do angels need money for, anyways, right?
Exactly.
All
Clearly, I
right.
amassed it all for this.
Right. So, Lynn, you have to roll a wits and an obfuscate. And you have to roll a wits and a resolve.
All right.
Do you have aspects?
Yeah, I got 5.
I don't believe so. No, I have Fortitude, Dominate, and Obia.
Come on.
5?
Yes, they're all successes.
Nice.
Oh.
Then you're most likely going to yoink.
That one's a crit.
Eh.
Oh,
Eh.
Yeah, 2 almost crits on top of that, too. Oh,
Yeah, no, she wins.
yep.
Easy.
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 All right. Well,
it should be.
Lynn agrees. Starts making her way to your car, but as you get into the driver's side, you realize.
Well,
very
I have to go at
quickly-
Theo first.
Oh, you're going to get Theo? Oh, even easier for her.
Right,
Yeah.
that's
I'm
why I
not
did
even paying
it.
attention. I gotta go with the third guy.
Yeah, you make your way on off. You just slip into the shadows. I mean, as soon as your back is turned to you, you just kind of slip into the darkness. And which way are you heading?
I mean, I'm heading away from it. Like, I'm following what what she said. I'm just
Right.
not gonna get the Prius.
Hey,
That
maybe
thing
you
was
see
so-
me going walking off in the woods. I don't know.
So you just start making your way to the streets. You make your way to Theo. Looks like he's, gotten people moving, and now he's just kind of watching, see if anyone else makes their way on down. But it's, getting late. Seems to be quieting down on a Sunday night.
Perfect. Perfect. Everybody gets the motivational touch.
You're getting raped too. Oh, God, why? Why is everyone getting
Doctor's
the
very
Obita touch?
touchy-feely.
He's fine. He only gets 2 and 1 crit, so 3.
Rune doesn't like
Not
touchy
like there's any
feely.
roll against it. It's just heals.
Everybody gets feel good touch. It's not my fault.
All right,
It just happened.
Theo.
Yeah, I know why I did it against him.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I know what I
Okay,
did.
real quickly.
Different.
Yeah, I know what I did.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Because what your pain is memory loss.
Oh, God.
What did you get?
I got a 3. 2 and a crit.
Yikes.
Neat.
You take 4 superficial damage.
Neat.
As you pat Theo on the back, you send your holy magic, if that's how you see it,
Angelic.
towards him. When that eye kind of flutters, and I mean, you flow it in, and it comes back twisted, chaotic,
Oh, poor guy.
as it hits you and it sucks in, and you feel your muscles lock up and tear as you feel the pain shoot back in your body. I mean, it's like his energy whipped you, is what it feels like.
And maybe if he had done more than like 10% of my health, because I'm beefy as fuck for some reason.
God dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever you tried to give, it did not take. In fact, it lashed back.
Well,
How would
I'm gonna-
I perceive that?
I mean, you feel her touch you, and you feel this. I mean, she touches you, but besides the physical impact and maybe the uncomfortableness that it causes, there's really nothing else that you notice.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a couple pats. I'm gonna let you know that I think you may be the most cursed of us all, my friend. But we need to get a respectable distance away. So please, meet me back in the parking lot. We can all get into my Prius. And hopefully I can tell how far away we need to get until our friend arrives.
All right. I've been going with the convincing lie that the reason why everything's glowing is because of a dangerous algae bloom, and that's why everyone's feeling nauseous. It seems to be convincing most people to stay away.
I think the feeling itself will be good, but that is very smart. I like that. Oh, please, right this way. And what was your name, by the way, young man?
Theo, and
Ah.
yours, good doctor, what was it again?
It was Dr. Amala Shamash.
Will you? There was this nauseousness a while ago. Will you be able to help everyone get over that? I mean, I don't know if that's supposed to happen anymore.
Oh no, that is the toxins. You are correct. It seems I may be able to help everyone but you. I apologize.
Okay. Is that why you said I was more cursed than most?
Yes, unfortunately. When I tried to help you, you seem to fight back. We can work on this. It will be okay.
Yeah, that tracks with the dreams I've been having. Anyways, let's get going. We gotta focus on going and helping people here, right?
That is right.
All right.
All right, back to the Prius.
In the back of Theo's mind, he's like, okay, she may be a little bit batty, but she has a driving force, and I can work with that. Whereas I think Rune is probably more of an engine of chaos, which might be harder to work with. But at least the good doctor, I kind of can go ahead and know how to point her in a direction and go.
Lynn?
Rune, I'm still
straightforward.
getting used to trying to figure out how he works. And the new cowgirl lady, I know nothing about her yet, so.
All right. Well, you guys head back to the Prius. You, Rune, are going to your motorcycle. I mean, yeah. And you, Lynn, you're making your way out in that direction. You're just choosing to walk it rather than get inside a car with that crazy lady. No one's blaming you. You, Graham, once again, like I said, it'll probably take an hour for it to get out there, but you're getting everything ready. You guys make your way. How much farther are you going to go? I don't know.
Well, once I get everyone into the Prius and Rune into his motorcycle, I will notice Lynn is not here. Obviously.
I already got a head start on all of you.
That's
Do
true.
you even know where she is?
I don't.
And she had agreed to be at the Prius, so we don't know what happened to her.
That's true. That's disconcerting. Well, only one thing to do. Miss Lynn, the Prius is over here. And I'm going to try to compel her to come to the Prius.
You don't have eyesight.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I can't. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
So the most you can do is call her name and hope she.
Yes, basically.
hears.
Is she here?
Is there a problem, Doctor?
I ran into Miss Lynn, the one with the rifle. She is agreed to meet me at the Prius, but she is not here.
Do you think something could have happened to her?
She was very close. I will ask Rune. Maybe he saw her. Mr. Rune.
I imagine by about now I'm pulling in. What?
I mean, the doctor's just yelling like a crazy woman right now, from what you can pick up on.
What's going on?
Did you see Miss Lynn? She is the cowgirl with the gun.
Don't think so. No.
This is
Apparently, she
disconcerting.
said she was going to meet us at the car, and she's disappeared.
A lot.
Probably didn't want to do what you told her to. I had to assume. I'm looking over
tell
the
her that it's-
handlebars, staring
no
intensely.
offense, no offense, good doctor, but you're very.
You need to work on
positive.
your people skills.
You're very you've got a very positive spirit about you, and for some people that can be, how do I say this nicely? It can be
Up the
tiring
wrong way.
for some,
Mm.
and I think that. But Rune has picked up on that, and it's possible Lynn may have picked up on that as well.
Oh, well,
But
I do.
please don't take
apologize.
it bad. But
Oh
you know,
no, of course not. I tell her that I am the head doctor at the ward I work at. I'm used to, how do I put this nicely? Ordering people what to do. I can understand I could come off as a little bossy. I apologize.
I'll take it.
all
Try
right.
to avoid grudge nowadays.
That's probably for the best for all of us. So, do we think Lynn gone off on her own, or do we think something happened to her?
I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, but
Got
I
a
am
gun,
worried about the
guys.
young lady. She was in a state of shock. Maybe she misinterpreted what I said and went the wrong direction.
You don't think she could have gone towards the beach, do you?
No. Despite this state of shock, she
Wait.
definitely knew how to move away from danger.
Wait,
If anything,
idea. Could the dog smell her out?
oh, that is an excellent idea. Excuse me, Mr. Dog. Could you smell the poor cowgirl? It seems she has gone missing.
It's gonna let out this grumble as it lets out a few sniffs, and it's gonna charge. I mean,
Oh, away we go. I'm gonna chase the dog.
in the Prius or
No, I'm on foot.
Best dog.
Let's not go ahead and cause the death of any more animals today.
you are
Yeah, no.
Runs over a fucking dog.
She would kill you. Like, oh.
No, you know what? Given the nature of that dog, I would not be surprised if it got back up and tried to bite
You
her.
hear
in
the sound of a
response.
Prius in the distance?
Oh god, I'm like
The
just
Priuses
picturing
are
it like a
silent.
golf
The
cart
deadliest predator.
over the green of a golf course, just boom, catching air and then clashing to the ground. Oh,
Oh my god.
you chase after the dog. I mean, the dog's gonna be faster than you, obviously, but Lynn, you obfuscate,
Bless your soul.
use the shadows to hide as you make your way on off, and you make a good distance as you get to the street. Where you want to go across the street, or are you heading just left or right?
Like, I think she would try to stay a good distance away, but still want to keep the glow in sight. Kind of watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she still feels partly responsible for that.
Oh. Well, then you keep it within
We
your
can
vision
fix
as you
that.
just keep as you keep making your as safe as you possibly can. You have no idea what's going on, but you hear this. I mean, it sounds like growling as it approaches, and you can see that there is a dog that is, I mean, charging is no better way to put it. It is like going full sprint in your direction. It comes off as pretty threatening to at least anyone. You do have animal ken.
That means roll it.
You want me to roll it? Alright.
If you want to. I mean, it seems like the dog's aggressive, but it's a scary dog. You know it's a mastiff. It's a muscle dog.
I've got to see one of those in person. They're ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a mini one the other day being walked. Pretty cute.
Yeah.
They're cool looking.
They'll kick your butt. They're so cute.
can you imagine if you went ahead and someone decided a good crossbreed would be like, one of the larger Great Danes and the Mastiff. Thing would be
4 successes out of 6.
All right, yeah, you, with hunting dogs, easy, you recognize it as it comes charging towards you. It's not that it's coming to attack. It's coming to, well, find, pinpoint. You can tell that it's been sent to find specifically a scent. And based on it charging in your direction, well, one can only wager.
She's just gonna...
Sorry!
Wasn't me.
Oh. She's just gonna, like, drop the guys and just say, hey boy, I'm right here.
I mean, it's gonna come right at you, and it's gonna give a few sniffs as it approaches. You drop it, as, I mean, it doesn't seem to really faze the dog,
Right.
if it even understands, but, you know, it gives a few sniffs as it licks your hand, then it lets out 2 barks.
And
You
that's
folks
when
can hear
we
the dog
start
barks
showing
twice
up
after
right
it
behind
charges
it.
off. You go up over the hill, you can see that it's gone across the street and you notice as a dog kind of charges in direction, you don't see where it's going, but then you can see where Lynn is.
Oh, how did I miss her?
Yeah, it's strange.
How far away is this parking lot for ISIL?
30 feet.
30 feet? Not very
Well,
far.
at least where the doctor is, yeah.
Okay.
Probably closer to like 60 feet to where Lynn is.
Mm.
I was thinking about it. I think I've actually traded Lynn as a Ranger-esque character. Unconsciously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a pretty good ranger, yeah, if you put it that way. You're the cleric.
Miss Lynn, Miss Lynn. Oh, maybe you did not quite understand, but the Prius was that direction.
I don't want to ride in the Prius. I'd rather walk.
Oh, I do not know if you could walk in time. But you can use Mr. Rune's motorcycle if you prefer. I believe that is quite fast.
Yeah, I've seen the sidecar there. Not something I fancy
You
personally.
didn't see the side card? Did you? Oh, no, you didn't. Besides, it folds out, okay? You didn't see shit.
It's true.
You saw nothing.
I know Dinky when I see it.
Dinky, this is American choppers, baby.
I'm not talking about the motorcycle. I'm talking about the
You
sidecar.
tell me that you bought
Okay, the
something from
sidecar
Orange
is kind of
County?
just haphazard. I can't deny.
Miss Lynn, please, I really implore that you use one of 2 vehicles available, and we can help you get out of here.
Where are we going?
I'm not quite sure how far we need to retreat to, and that is why I believe that a faster mode of transportation is safer. We are wasting time. Please, please. I'm going to motion towards the parking lot.
Yeah, the last 20 minutes has been a waste of time, technically.
Hey, we help
Entertaining.
people get out of here.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I
D&D
mean,
vampires.
I mean the Benny Hill fucking dun 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 dun. Miss
Miss Lynn, Miss Lynn.
Miss Lynn, Miss Lynn.
Yeah,
That's
she's
how it
starting to wear
goes.
on me. As I hear Miss Lynn. It's too adorable. Can't
So
help
we're just gonna leave this the way it is?
Oh, no, no. We are waiting for someone else to show up, and he will help us deal with this. But
Right.
for the moment, we need to retreat to a safe distance. I do not
This is
know.
a safe distance.
I do not want to know what comes after the nausea.
I have this instinct that tells me I need to be here because I'm partly to blame for this.
Perhaps, but you are going to make it right. Did you
Please
do
do.
this?
Sorry.
Not yet.
You seem like you're in the middle of a thought.
No, no, I tell you that we need to get to the Prius.
Please roll 4d10, please.
Yeah.
No,
Wait.
it's intelligence and resolve. It might be different for her, but we're not there yet.
We're not to the point where we're trying to go and force her.
Well, it seems like you kind of got to the point with me pretty quickly.
Okay,
'cause you're a big
fine.
scary
Ha
man.
bruha.
That'd be 5d10 for me.
Oh,
Exactly.
That's close enough.
You mean intelligence and resolve?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would be 60-10.
Nice.
Well, mine's only 4, so knock it off.
Sorry.
the Bruja have advantage.
Okay, so I'm assuming while all this hubbub is going on is our knight in shining explosives showing up.
You get her to the Prius, at least you try to.
That's all I'm trying. Are you gonna come to the Prius? Yes or no?
She doesn't like the look of that thing at all.
The Prius? What's wrong with my Prius?
Is it a hatchback?
I think all
By the
Priuses
way,
are.
Kat,
Yeah.
I'm ringing my car. Oh, on
Oh.
top of the semi.
Might as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I start getting impatient. I try to rev the engine as loudly as I can. Things I can do.
What's that? You hear 12 cylinders firing in neutral?
But Catherine, is there anything I could roll that might show Lynn if she's at a safe distance or not?
Do you have science? Do you have medicine? Or do you have occult? It would be any of those in a mental.
She's got investigation and survival.
I mean, I think you would definitely rely on your survival if you want to roll that in a mental.
Okay.
Probably not the best, but you know, it's better than nothing.
5 to 10.
How far can I walk away from this and not feel nauseous?
Yeah.
Mm.
I drink them all. I can help you with it.
That's 1 out of 5.
It happens. You feel no comfort in the Prius as you just decide to just figure out the distance itself, how far you think you can get without feeling nauseous. Especially because you know what happens. You only get thirstier if you
I'll be right back.
fuck up. And you make your way on back as it just lingers and lingers. She doesn't seem to want to get in the Prius. Do you just let her walk?
I can't force her.
I mean, you could, but
I
probably
mean,
not. Are you gonna try?
I'm going to suggest she gets in the Prius.
Oh.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
Right. So if you're
We're
gonna
never getting
try
out of this corner.
if you're gonna try to convince her, that's gonna be your role. And Lynn, you get to roll a resolve, and it's what, intelligence or something? Let me check.
Oh, it's resolve, right?
Will.
Or was- yeah, intelligence results.
Yeah, intelligence and resolve.
I know, because I've had to do it twice now.
I know.
You're going to be my best disciple.
I'll try.
There we go. I got 3 out of 5.
I only got 2.
Take that.
3 out of
Yeah,
5.
you feel, and now you are a seasoned vampire. You've experienced someone using their talents against you before.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So as soon as this woman tells you that she really thinks it's best for you to get to the Priest, she looks at you, and you feel that swirl in your mind. You know that sense of when a vampire uses a discipline, their skin almost ripples from what you can pick up on. And you see that as you feel your own beast fight against hers, and yours is much older. Yours is more seasoned. As you push it off, as you feel the control of domination wear off you.
Oh.
You have no will to go to that Prius. In fact, maybe now you have less.
Huh?
Go to the Prius.
Please.
But basically, I'm just asking her very nicely that I think it's in her best
Very
interest
nicely.
to
And
go to the Prius.
what
Would
happens when
she-
you Jedi mind trick someone and they not only resist, but they know you just tried to Jedi mind trick them? Wait. Taylor's character is freshly turned, and she's actively doing this.
Mhm.
But is she unintentionally actively doing
Oh, I think
it?
it's unintentional.
No, I mean she got a quick lesson from. She actually has a teacher. A mentor.
Oh, okay.
No, I know what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So me and
mean-
Crowley are the only ones that haven't actually gotten the walkthrough on this is how
Yep.
disciplines work.
Yep.
So me and Crowley are having to feel it out, and everybody else is like either old hat at this or
Not a
got
vampire.
a competent instructor, or well, just has so much money that he could basically throw explosives at everything.
Yep.
We're gonna blow up the ocean, boys.
Are we talking
Beach
Pacific
works.
or Atlantic?
Lynn's gonna punch the doctor.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
To it.
you
Roll
just try
for
to.
me a physical and a brawl if you're gonna punch her.
Okay. Well, that's just.
For
I
me,
mean,
it's,
a
dexterity
brouhaha,
and
and you
dodge.
try to dominate them. That is like absolutely.
Gotcha.
Okay, I got one.
That totally the reaction I would expect from a brouhaha that just
I got one as well.
resisted a domination.
Hers was higher.
All right, dear old doctor.
won.
You focus on her. You tell her what you want her to do because you know it's for the. You know it's best. That's why
Best.
you're doing it. And she looks at you, fist cocks back, and boom! I imagine right in the nose too. She's gonna
I was
deck you
thinking
right
jaw.
across the face. Oh,
was thinking
jaw.
jaw.
That's nice. I don't think you've ever been punched before, but that was one success. So you take 2 points of superficial damage. You're a little beat up, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know,
Was
I'm
that
actually
six super-
I'm going pretty strong. I'm not even at half HP.
Keep doing that. It might be less.
Yeah.
How rude.
Oh, I'm rude. You're the one who just tried to mind control me.
It is for the best. I do not wish for you to get hurt. And I believe the proper term is dominate, child.
Good thing both me and Rune are not in earshot of this because we might take that a completely different way. Because we don't know what's
If
going
I heard about this, I probably might make an assumption or two.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Right. 'Cause they're not
Two
the
ladies
drones
we
you're
just
looking
met
for.
trying to dominate each other, right? And it resulting in fistfights?
All right. Well, first one to arrive before the boat. So if you're heading in your car, Graham, you're gonna be making your way to the location she gave you, which is the East Hyde Park. It's basically like a small park area that leads to like a, not really peninsula, that's not the right word to use, but a little nub of one in Chicago that leads out to the ocean. That's where the GPS coordinates led you. So after everything has been placed, everything is in motion, you finally get into your car. Is it just you that's heading?
In my car, yeah.
Okay. You alone, you're in your car now as you make your way back to East Hyde Park. There is no traffic. You have a speed car, so you get there fairly quick. And, well, you'll notice, first things first, is it looks like there is a big accident that's being cleaned up in the area. Seems like there was like a several car pile up, however you want to put it, but seems like there's a big crash with a lot of cars in the area. That's finally being cleaned up as, you know, most lanes are cleared at this point. So besides slight traffic, just once you get closer to the East Hyde Park, You're able to make your way there. And it's pretty quiet over here, but the first thing that you will notice is it seems the moon itself is bright tonight. It is glowing and reflecting off the ocean that lets out this immense, almost blinding light. The thing about it is it has this slight green twist to this light that you see. Now roll for me your, oh gosh, I don't know what would be the best for you.
I'm wondering which one of us he's gonna spot first.
Probably the asshole revving his motorcycle.
Probably.
Oh,
Depends on when you're
that's-
showing up.
That's the person that you two are gonna get to interact first. That's gonna go over well.
It's gonna be tough to
Hey man, always doubt me. You know nothing about me. I resisted punching a 45-year-old woman in the face.
I didn't.
Roll for me a mental and your science, please.
One crit success, one crit fail, and 2 regular successes. And 1 regular failure.
Okay. All right. As you get closer, you instantly feel this hole. All right, your stomach twists to the point where you feel it now in your throat. This feeling to puke. This, oh, your gag reflex is kind of flexing. As then you kind of slow down your car as it instantly hits you. Now, not necessarily something that you deal with commonly, but unfortunately, your business does involve it. This color, this feeling, you should probably get out of here because you might be giving yourself cancer. This feels like you're getting hit with radiation.
To his face.
Right. Time to start making a few phone calls.
All right, who you want to call?
Well, first, I'm calling my assistant to get my fun kits ready.
Your radiation kits. Your fun kits. We messed up kits. All right, you give him a call.
The after party kits.
Yeah, the after party kits.
There's definitely a pause as you request, but he's not going to. You know, he just tells you it'll be there in a moment.
I'm going to call off the truck
All right.
because I need a new one now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to get on the horn with the people I just called for a cordon because they need to be informed that they're about to get fucking
Radiated.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the beach is becoming a super fun site.
It just keeps getting worse.
Good thing vampires can't get cancer.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
It gets hungrier
there
though,
are some
apparently.
vampires that sure look like they have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you make a few phone calls. You change up some teams. You change up, and you also just give a call of, you're not calling like the city or anything, but more so just your team, so they don't go in unprepared. And it'll take no time then for your assistant to get there with the emergency stuff. So it's probably take him about 10 minutes to get where to you are. Safe driving. Who needs it? So he's gonna bring out to you he's got a full-on hazmat suit. He's even got just some kits if anyone has any poisoning. Some, easy, quick, just, you still should probably get to a hospital, but something to keep someone from possibly just dying on the spot if they get bad radiation poisoning. He's gonna bring all that to you, and he's already dressed up just in case when he arrives, so he has no idea. And your ships, I mean, they're gonna, I guess, if you're requesting a more protected, I mean, they can make that happen. They'll have to get themselves in the proper gear. It might give them some time to do some quick switching, but they can make that happen. Depends how fast you need this done. Besides that,
Tonight might be helpful, but apart from that,
tonight,
I'm not gonna risk my
anytime?
cruise.
That's perfect. That's what we like to hear. You're not evil after all. You all get cancer. Alright. Your assistant gets the hazmat suits to you. It'll probably take another 30 extra minutes then if they're gonna get everyone equipped with what you're requesting for this. Not often do we ever deal with these situations, so some people have to make some quick adjustments, but they can make it done for emergency situations. You know, he's not going to ask any questions, but he just hopes that this isn't going to lead to a lawsuit, boss.
That's what lawyers are for. I'm assuming that's the thought that was going through his head.
It's fine.
He's not convinced, but okay.
Get the foam.
Oh.
Yeah, there's this actually really fancy shit that it's for like oil wells and stuff like this. It's a foam. It's highly dense, but it's very neutral, so it absorbs anything that isn't water in the water.
Ooh. Ooh.
But it's mostly used for
foam?
oil wells.
Not radiation.
Yeah, it still works. It does actually work still.
They were gonna foam the horse to death.
Right.
Well, I mean, if there's anything that isn't water, so how's that going to work on a water spirit, I wonder? We'll find out!
I'm dealing with I'm here to deal with the radiation. I don't know fucking anything about this.
Right.
I called you to
That's
blow
why
up
I'm
an
wondering
ocean.
on who's
I called you to
running-
kill a rogue water spirit and blow up the ocean.
Blow up
I
the
mean,
ocean.
we got to make sure everything's safe first. I don't want to cause a nuclear fission reaction and blow up fucking Chicago.
Fair.
And all of a sudden this becomes a post-apocalyptic vampire campaign. Because we've absolutely destroyed the lore.
Yeah.
Got it!
And we catch it all on stream.
Oh.
Worst campaign of my life.
Yes. Well, that was fun, guys. Good story.
I'm glad I made this whole new layout just for this one session.
And dropped a nuke.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look at it this way. I mean, as long as we get this taken care of quickly, I'm sure that you could clean up the radioactive material and possibly resell it to someone else.
Well,
There's a big market for dirty bombs, yeah.
Yep.
within that
God
kit
damn it.
that he brings does come a Geiger counter. So.
Sweet. What do I
Yeah.
got? Sweet.
How many Seaver units am I sucking up?
Well, all of you now, you see the same thing, this glow from the ocean. Now, it seems to almost, yeah, you got punched in the face. It seems to pulsate.
Yeah.
This light, it's now just,
I don't think that's supposed to be happening, is it?
I'm literally going to be like, is there a fucking nuclear reactor under the water?
Is
yeah,
he
I mean,
at
your
this
assistant's
point-
kind of like, you know, he's definitely, I mean, he's in his suit, but even still, he's not confident. As it pulsates, it then shines. As your Geiger counter, it's making that crackling, and it drops to 0 as it pulsates and drops in. As no longer is there a green glow that any of you can see. No longer is your Geiger counter going off, it is silent. You still feel a little nauseous from the effects, but you seem to be able to find a breath. And you hear what sounds like a wolf, a howl. Sounds like just one wolf that howls out into the moon. And then you hear several others that respond back to the howl. Now it sounds like it kind of comes from the distance of to your left, to your right. Really none of you, or just from where each of you are, it just kind of comes from in stereo, but you can hear in the distance a response, a response, a response, a response, response, response of wolves that howl. Your Geiger counter's still at 0.
Drop the barrels then. We got a fucking job to do.
Alright, well, you got punched in the face. I don't know if you're gonna give up on her, but she seems adamant to walk. You
These
feel...
are 55-gallon drums, by the way.
Oh god, yeah, right. You feel still a little sick, but that glow is gone. Now it's just that moment of silence. Rune, you're on your motorcycle. I don't know if you just want to make your way on off. If you're still waiting, you're kind of seeing what's happening. Theo, you're inside, just waiting. It's silent.
Do we
That
all
make
hear
me
the werewolf?
effectively the
Or
closest
the wolves?
person?
It sounds like yes. All of you can hear it. Just kind of comes off, and whether it be different points in the city or what, hard to tell, but definitely somewhere in the distance.
It's like the calm before the storm.
So, just let me know when the barrels are all in the water. Should be about 20 of them.
I see these barrels or wherever the fuck is going on.
In the boats? Probably.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to see, so it looks like that kind of comes from, if you're paying attention. The green glow kind of dissipates, as it's now just darkness that's out there, besides just the regular moonlight that beams down. You can see faintly, it's like a dark outline. There's 2, maybe 3 boats. Maybe even 4. Hard to say if it's just shadow, but you can see at least 2 confirmed boats that start to make their way on in. They're pretty quick from how they're moving. And unfortunately, once they kind of like get in, then it's just obscured by the park itself.
Change as far as the glow dissipating. Is there any movement on the beachfront, like our mystical Kelpie deciding that, hey, with those boats there and what they're doing, maybe it's time it needs to leave the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can spot anything, because the last thing we need is this thing to be sneaking away from us right before we try to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, you got a few options. Let's see, what would be the highest for you?
I'm just going to be telling Lynn, violence is not necessary.
I think I could probably observe the situation rather stealthily if I need to.
She's just gonna ignore her and go watch. She's thinking like, oh, those boats out there, they're gonna make a show. Like, we're gonna see a big explosion soon. So she's just gonna pay attention to them.
Yeah, unfortunately just by watching. Probably your mental and an awareness.
Mental and awareness. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at a 5?
5, that's not bad, yeah.
Alright.
Would I
One
also be able to
success.
investigate kind of what's
One
going on in
success.
general?
Unfortunately, investigate's more so like looking at an area. You're at a distance, so it has to be
Right.
a mental and awareness. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's the difference between is surveying scenery and investigating a crime scene.
Yeah, like looking, moving. Yeah,
So
it's like a spot check versus a search check kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So only one success, sadly, but no critical failures. But that is 4 failures with 1 success. It was not a good roll. But then again, is this thing trying to be sneaky?
Well, I mean, you see the boats that kind of come in, and once they hit the mass, I mean, it just disappears behind the East Hyde Park itself, the peninsula, bathroom, playground, everything. It just obscures, so you don't see the boats at this point. Did you roll, Rune? Or are you not?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
If you want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, might as well. So, mental and awareness as well.
Yeah.
All right, that'd also be fun.
I wish you
Roll
better
high.
luck than
Roll
me.
high. Roll. God. Not just me.
I pressed the wrong button at the end. Okay, hit enter and that one button at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, glow is gone. Boat's kind of obscure by the peninsula. You can see all that you're really able to glimpse is, I mean, the boats go in. You see the glow dim. And besides that, I mean, you swear you see some splashes, maybe, but it's really hard to tell. Now you, Graham, you're getting a first-hand count. They are in range. They're dropping the barrels now. Barrels are dropped. As, of course, they then cross. They're gonna get out of the area.
I'm gonna go find the person who commissioned this.
Alright. Well, there is a woman who's getting now to her Prius after she's given up on a brouhaha, it seems. It's okay. You knew the name when it came in. You saw the picture, so it's pretty easy to pinpoint out of all of them which one is wearing the hijab. Gee. Which one? But you do see there is a motorcycle that runs. You can hear just the rumbling as well. That's not the one you're looking for. You can see a woman that heads towards a Prius, a small car. And you've seen this car before when you did a name search, so you can even pinpoint same car, look at the front license plate, pinpoint the same license plate. You know this is the woman that commissioned you. She was the one in your folder.
I'm walking on over.
Are you in a hazmat suit?
No, I got
Yeah.
out of that once the Geiger counter went down.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna be like, excellent. Yes.
So now I'm just in my suit.
A man in a suit approaches you.
Hello.
That was some lag. Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Are you the one who called?
Oh, are you the man I spoke with over the phone? Hello, I am Dr. Amala Shamash, and I will hold up my hand to shake yours.
I don't do physical contact.
Okay. Fair enough. Yes, there seems to be some sort of strange beast down at the shore that was emitting some form of toxin. And you are the man who's going to hopefully blow up this beach.
Well, first
I
of all, it
don't
was
know.
radiation.
Hold on. I actually have the things to roll for radiation. Science and intelligence.
I would hope that a doctor who worked at a hospital would know radiology.
4 successes and a crit, so 5.
Chemotherapy, baby.
Chemotherapy, baby.
Your go-to when it comes to radiation, you know? Causes cancer, many other things.
Perfect. Oh, that's terrible. I believe my friend then has some form of radiation poisoning. This explains a lot, thank you.
Anyway, everything's in place. All you gotta do is just say the word.
One moment, I must make sure that everyone is ready. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let Rune, Theo, know that this gentleman is going to blow up the beach. Are we ready to blow up the beach?
I don't know, honestly.
We're ready, but is it still down there? I don't see any more glowing.
Yeah. So, does the individual know exactly what we're dealing with before he goes ahead and does this? Because we don't want to add more fuel to the fire. You know
That is a good point. Mr. Theo, if you would be so kind as to speak with the man and explain kind of what we're trying to do here. You may be able to do it better than me.
Okay. I will try. What was his name again?
I should ask. Excuse me, sir, what is your name?
Graham Winters, and I'll pull out my business card and hand it over.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll give you my doctor's card. Mr. Winters.
Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. No, it is. His name is Mr. Winters.
Okay. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Theo. What I've been told we have, I have not witnessed it firsthand, but we seem to have a Kelpie, a ancient water spirit, supposedly, that is claiming this area, I believe, as its territory, and it's creating this effect. We've been using the cover that there's a dangerous algae bloom. We've got most of the civilians out of the area, though the nausea, I think, would get most people to leave normally. But the weakness of Kelpies, of course, would be fire. Their strength is water. So if we are at all to encourage it to not be at a public beach, we need to either get it out of the water or boil it to the point where it's no longer a hazard. So that was the goal.
He does not seem.
Are y'all fucking crazy?
No, this is just what must be done. I apologize.
You came here to incinerate a beach, and you're calling us the nut ones.
Hey,
This is a job for me?
You hear a loud, shrill screech. It sounds like a whistle almost.
That's
As
probably
it
the
whistles, silence, and you hear a loud explosion in the distance. And all you get, Graham, that comes from the microphone, is it sounds like someone goes to speak through it, and it's like they speak and it's cut short. As you then see in the distance this loud explosion. You hear then on your end someone screaming through. They just get through a mayday, mayday, as there's another whistle explosion that happens out in the ocean. And you all can feel, now this one, the second one that's much closer, you can even feel the impact as it kind of, it's a slight force that hits your chest as the ground shakes.
Huh, that one must have been full still.
Yes, I think we are still blowing it up. All in agreement?
Oh, I didn't even wait. I literally just went.
There is another just loud explosion as it just poof, 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 poof in the ocean. And
Now on fire.
your Geiger counter then starts to tick. Tick, 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 tick. And it's low. But you can hear it sounds like enough to kill any mortal.
Goodbye. Did my job. I'll be waiting for payment.
How do I pay you?
Business card.
Thank you. What a lovely young man.
Yeah, it comes to do only exactly what you asked him to, not possibly what we actually need. We don't know if it survived that or not.
Lynn is just staring at the ocean right now.
I mean,
It's
you just
completely
see
on
fire, smoke, and
So, something that's incredibly territorial that we're not 100% sure that we've dealt with just had its territory lit ablaze. So, we're either have grossly made the problem infinitely worse or infinitely better. And I have no idea how to tell. But at least, I guess we have a nice bonfire that might be radioactive.
On fire on the water? Smoke on the water.
God dang it! Get out of my head!
Well, I'm gonna get in the Prius and drive to a safe distance.
I suppose I'll be doing the same.
What's the dog doing?
Yeah, she'd be watching the dog too.
that eye glance and then down to the dice. No one gave us a job or told us we had to do any of this. We've all made these decisions on our own.
Mhm.
I didn't. This was a job.
Well,
true.
for
Him.
you.
for the Humi. Well, first things first, you watch the dog's behavior, and it hasn't changed in this. I mean, it finds a threat in that direction. That hasn't changed. And you don't have animal ken, do you?
Nope.
I do.
Yeah. If you want to roll, absolutely, you could be a social and an animal ken. But for you, Doctor, I mean, it just seems just as unnerved from whatever was in that direction as ever before.
I'm gonna tell the dog to get in the car. Come on.
I mean, it'll obey, it'll listen, and it'll get in the car.
Yeah, hold on.
Wow, how's it feeling?
It's 3 successes.
Alright. It is obviously in the defensive. But you notice through its, I mean, it's a guard dog, it's a tough dog. It seems scared. And the doctor telling it to get in the car, well, the dog is more than happy to obey, as it knows it seems to be getting out of the area. The dog seems spooked.
I think if just angered it is all we've done.
You, Doggo, anyone else in the Prius?
I believe. I guess that's me as well.
I would like to go talk to my assistant and ask, you brought the fun kit, right?
They'll hand it to you. Well, I mean, awesome motion. Depends how much you need. How bad it is. But a regular, yes, they have the kit. They can hand it to you.
Alright, I'm gonna set up on top of the truck with my 50.
Alright.
If I pull by him as on my way out,
What?
if I pull by him on my way out, I'll give him a water bottle.
You're gonna give Graham a water bottle?
Yeah.
What, are you gonna throw it on top of the semi?
I mean, you're just sitting there, right? So I'll be like, here you go, thank you.
Uh,
I don't know.
I want to take the water bottle. I want to jump on the roof. And I'm gonna hand it over.
Are you showing off them the jumping skills again?
Yes,
Oh,
it's, my
God.
only, it's the only good thing I have.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy if you just want to, like, jump on the truck. You don't have to roll for that. That's a human could do that. A vampire could easily do that. You just want to jump on the
I'm on
truck.
top of a semi.
Mm-hmm.
A human cannot jump on top of a semi.
Yeah, but he can.
But he's a vampire. I mean,
Yeah, but you said humans could do it.
Yeah, if a human could do it with a good roll, a vampire can do it without a roll. It's kind of how it works, you know? If a human can't do it, then a vampire's got to roll. Think of vampires as like superhumans in a sense.
Okay. So we're talking about the top of a cab or the top of a hood of a semi-truck?
I'm on the trailer.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I
the
was
40-foot
thinking.
tall fucking trailer.
Yeah.
Well, 40 foot, that's a bit much.
Well, you're gonna have to go to the front, I imagine, if you're gonna run up it. I don't know how. Are
No,
you
I
doing
want
it
to
from
jump
your
up to the side as high as possible.
from your motorcycle?
Do you like your motorcycle?
No, I'm gonna like pull up. I'm gonna snatch the water bottle in between. I'm gonna flip out the kickstand. I'm just gonna jump up.
Oh, okay.
So
I
still on
understand.
your motorcycle, and are
Awesome.
you using
No.
your motorcycle as a
I drive
springboard?
by. I snatch the water bottle out of her hand. I stop, kick out the kickstand, and jump on the roof.
First
Okay.
disciple.
All right, yeah. Then roll me a physical and your soaring leap ability.
Okay.
Oh.
You're
Just you
doing
wait.
that.
Why?
That's crazy.
He's gonna
Because
be the
why
first one to
not?
convert.
It'll be fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Yo.
So would that be 6?
I feel like we've killed Melt.
Discretion is useful. You
I
know,
was gonna
Nah.
say, you're doing this in front of a human?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know
Yeah.
you're a human.
He also don't give a fuck. He's a brouhaha.
Yeah, it is a 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna die.
I rolled a 5. I thought it was a 6.
Did you only roll 5?
Yeah. Roll one more.
Oh.
You fucking nerd.
Impress the Humie.
Just click on the D.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm doing it the other way.
Don't tell me what to do, Mom.
Fuck.
Ah, that's what you get.
You ruined it, Canty.
So you got what? None? Oh,
You
one,
got 2.
2. Yeah, 2. Alright. So you kick out the
slept.
kickstand, you jump up, and, well, first things first, Graham, is this is already unnatural. As you see him grab it, he leaps up much higher than any human, even any Olympic gold medalist should be able to jump. I mean, he doesn't make it all the way, you know, he basically, like, hangs onto it as you're handing him the water bottle.
Yeah, I'll grab at the top and I'll just, here you go. Drop it.
Yeah, you watch someone, like, movie magic hang on to the side of where you're sitting and hold up a water bottle to you like it's nothing.
Don't scratch the paint, asshole.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're paying for it if you do.
It ain't me, it's her.
Oh. Blaming it on the doctor.
Oh, what a nice young man.
Besides that, it gives you the water bottle. Whether you take it or not, it's up to you, but...
Are you gonna drink anything that could have possibly
Oh,
been
no,
in
he
a
ain't.
radioactive
I would.
zone?
Meh.
Sending a message.
But you drop down. I mean, that's fine. Drop down, land, get on your motorcycle as you unkick the kickstand.
As cool as they wanted it, but I'll take it.
Yeah, you know, it's alright. As you folks start making your way out of the area, out of this radiation zone, I'm sure, Graham, you got a lot to work to do. After all, radiation is... I mean, there's no hiding that, unfortunately.
It's not even me who did it.
Yeah. No, it's not. But you did blow up an area, so, you know.
Yeah, but it's untraceable. Well, besides the fact that the ocean's on fucking fire.
Yeah. Besides eyewitnesses, it's
We got
untraceable.
the camera crew. I made sure we brought our camera crew.
There you
This is what's
go. But you folks make your way out of the area. Make some distance, at least to what you feel is safe. Dog, entire time, feels aggressive. From what you can tell, at least. Lynn gets a better idea that it's scared.
Yeah, but she's not in the Prius.
I know.
Mm.
But Lynn, you make your way off on foot. Rune, you make your way on motorcycle. Theo and Doctor, you make your way out of Prius. God, it's gonna be the joke of this full campaign.
Yeah, our party's mystery machine is a Prius.
It's a Prius. Now, it is almost 2:40. I don't know how much longer we're allowed to go. I know Miss Lynn usually gets off around 2. It's been like 40 minutes after, so.
Well, my time zone went technically stayed the same, but went to Pacific time, so I'm doing all right.
Good till go to 3?
Yeah.
Okay, we got 20 minutes. I just want to make sure. I don't want to
Yeah.
keep anyone keep anyone hostage.
Trying harder.
You to get me drunk, so I'm like, everyone's a winner.
I just don't want to get eaten by a demon.
You
horse.
get laid in a mental hospital bathroom, and you get laid in a mental hospital bathroom.
That didn't happen. She raped me.
Wait, what's this about a mental bond? You know what?
Sid,
That's
wow.
a
That's all that
story
matters.
that I think we'll save for another time.
That's a Valheim store.
Right. Sidwell. Alright.
It's almost like me being the Kool-Aid man of Valheim.
I think Theo's the only one with a cult. So Theo, can you roll me an intelligence and a cult, please?
Absolutely. Let's see. Intelligence in a cult?
Mm-hmm.
And blood magic apply or no?
No, not in this one.
Okay, so that'll only be a 6 then. Oh, look at that. 3 successes and 1 crit success.
Ooh.
2 failures, though, so, you know, but they're not critical failures.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can't complain about that.
That's good. As the doctor gets in the car, I mean, I guess dog gets shotgun, whatever that is.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Priorities. You're in the back as, you know, Rune follows, or maybe leads, up to you, but follows within his motorcycle. No sign of Lynn anywhere. You know, it's been a little... there's been a little bit of a power struggle between the two. You know about that, but... The knight in shining armors has at least seems to be staying, doing what he's doing, cleaning up the mess, at least. And as you guys start making your way on off, you feel this... that howling that you heard. You feel... Now, you felt this before. Last time you really felt this so strong was back in the theater. But as the car moves and the shadows swipe against the car, it's a sense of claustrophobia that you feel. Almost like the shadows kind of squeeze in on your car.
Not me, though.
Yeah, you're great. And it's claustrophobic. But even still, it's better than whatever that you guys are making your way from. Whatever was in that ocean. Whatever this is, still is better than that.
Now, as I recall, when I went to sleep as well, I tried to go ahead and try to make peace with that feeling, rather than fighting against it. Does it feel harsher or more...
I mean, compared to what you're leaving behind you, yeah, I mean, it seems a lot more at peace. What behind you is what feels that chaotic, crazy, uncontrollable sense.
I am literally going to accept it as more of a blanket of protection than anything hostile at this point. It may be claustrophobic. A weighted blanket can be claustrophobic, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
It's true.
So I'm just basically going to allow that feeling, that shadowy, distant feeling, to envelop us, and hopefully help us stay safe from whatever we just walked away from.
In a sense, yeah. You don't notice anything, good old doctor, though. You're just driving. Graham. Now, you're sitting on top of the truck. You saw some crazy movie magic stuff from one of them, the biker in particular. Take that as you will, with
much
what you know.
PCP.
Now, you do recognize, as everyone loads himself up in the car, there is a dog that is very familiar to you. You know the dog's name, unlike anybody else, funny enough. You know this dog is Bowman's dog. It's Bubba, is his name. Interesting that he's with these people, specifically. It seems like he's listening more so to the doctor, funny enough. But you've seen this dog with Bowman a few times, and you know that this dog can more or less do what Bowman commands. It's a very intelligent dog. I mean, your assistant's gonna stay in his hazmat suit. He's not getting out of it. There's no way. He got 10 grand, but that ain't enough.
And you gave him a Christmas bonus, but there's some lines.
Yeah, right. 10 grand ain't worth cancer. Alright, anything you want to do in particular, or are you just going to try to take as much information as you can at this point?
I'm sitting there waiting to see if anything pops out of the water because I'm just blew up my fucking ships.
Yeah, you did. This is going to be spot, unfortunately. Roll me a mental and awareness.
No.
Yeah, it's all you got, just by looking.
That's auto fail. I'm good.
I mean, it's dark. You're a Humie, which makes it even worse. I mean, it's just completely dark with just that blinding reflection of the moon. Your Geiger counter gives that slight crackling noise.
Oh, fuck.
What year?
Well, then.
Yeah.
Never mind. I see it.
Yeah, 2 successes out of 2 rolls.
That's not bad.
That's a 100% success rate there.
That's pretty good.
This time it's worth it, you know? So you have the flames of the ships. Doesn't look good. But you can see what looks to be bubbling as the ships go down. And there is this green glow within this reflection of the fire. And the ships go down.
Because I'm walking, do I see this too?
You could roll me an awareness and a mental.
Roll those dice.
Alright, so that's 5.
Good.
Yeah! That is a beautiful roll right there.
Yeah, you can see it as well. I mean, as the ships go down, the fire is what reflects off the ocean, but you can see that green just glow that kind of encompasses it. It's not the reflection of the fire. No, you recognize that glow. As it boils, there is a voice inside your head. It's monstrous. It does not have a gender, like always. You recognize it. Always when Calamity speaks to you. And it says, indulge in your taint. And you can see just the ships aflame as they just sink into the ocean, being eaten by this glow that you know all too well. Graham, what would you like to do as you watch your ships go down?
What can I do? It's not like I
don't
can
know.
shoot at someone.
I don't know. What can
Use
you
my
do?
guys as target practice? Like, that's the only thing I got right now.
That'd be pretty fun.
No.
Oh, fair. No
Yeah.
survivors.
That'd be bad for morale, I think.
So about that tank I talked about earlier.
Yeah, about that tank.
Yeah.
How am I gonna need it amphibious?
Well,
Yeah.
with some crackling of the
Possibly
Geiger counter,
lead-lined.
your assistant is going to recommend that we move further out.
Fuck it, we're going home.
Respect.
We did our job.
You did what you were paid to do.
We lit the ocean on fire and we blew it up. We've done our job. It's time to go home.
All right. Well, he'll get in the driver's side, still in a hazmat suit, but
Can you
he's
blame
gonna
him?
ask if this is gonna lead to lawsuits.
No.
This is gonna be traced to us.
No.
Okay.
The chemicals will all burn off and no one will be able to tell with the amount of radiation in the water anyway.
Well, yeah. So what about the two ships?
That's why I have friends. Specifically in the National Guard.
He nods. He knows about your friends. All right. Well, he's gonna be quiet on the drive.
He's taking the semi. I'm in my own fucking car.
Hazmat suit all the way. I ain't getting out of this thing. You're walking, you're driving, you're motorcycling. How far are you taking them then, Doctor?
What do I need to roll to find an acceptable safe distance?
Probably to the quarantine barrier.
You have medicine, I guess. Like, if you have science, it'd be
I
better.
do.
Huh?
I do.
Yeah, science and intelligence would be better than medicine.
I mean, we don't even know what kind of radiation it is, so.
There's
That's-
only really one type of radiation.
Bad.
Harmful radiation. It's gamma.
Well, no, it's ionizing and not ionizing radiation. Ionizing is harmful.
3 successes, 2
non-ionizing
crits.
isn't.
If it's hitting my Geiger counter, it's ionized.
Yeah. But different types of ionizing radiation act different ways.
Okay.
Some are higher penetrating.
Now, you don't have the tools that you need to be accurate, 100%, fortunately. So, you do know someone who does. They did bring it out, but you drive, and really, honestly, as far as you can get, the better. Now, how long is it going to take for the state, therefore the government, to figure out this radiation? Well, I guess only time will tell. It did kind of happen suddenly.
About
With
2
the-
minutes.
Spirit, whatever hoopla that you want to believe. If you want to believe Mr. Theo here.
I seem to know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's fair. Sure. But yeah, you're going to make yourself several miles out as you can still feel that nausea. Now, you know that this nausea is probably going to last even if you get out of the area. Once you get hit with radiation, it's not like once you're out of the zone, you're clear. It sticks with you. And you saw this with Lynn, unfortunately. So, I'm really up to how far you want to go that's up to you, but from what your role can gather you is if you can get probably about 10 miles, that's a good start. But you're still going to be radiated. There's nothing you can do about that at that point.
Alright, well, I only have 2 ideas, not suggestions. I'm going to ask the dog if he knows where we should go. And if not, I know hospital I need to go to. We got a whole radiology department. It's only like 12. Don't worry. I got credentials. I love those dice.
Right. Dog makes some kind of rumbling noise at you. As it's gonna tap its paw twice to the left. Seems like it has a direction in mind. And Theo, you're in the car, you can see this. I mean, she talks to the dog. You can see it pauses for a moment as it then kind of just makes 2 taps on the dashboard as seemingly she understands.
Gotta go left.
As she starts heading in that direction.
Is this how you ran into us? The dog navigated you to us?
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Rune, are you following the Prius?
Well, they have my companion in there, so probably.
Oh, that's nice. Aw.
We barely know
Lynn,
each
you're
other and
walking.
have already been elevated to companion level.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, having a brouhaha, I think so, is a good place to be. Lynn, you're walking, so you can see the Prius and the motorcycle start making its way off in a direction. Looks like they're just, well, clearly enough, heading away from the ocean.
Should we be worried about them?
Oh, of course. But I cannot force people to do what I want. I can only suggest.
You can only try.
And she wants to take her own path. That is fine. We will find her soon.
Knowing that... It's just hard. Knowing that we're all exposed to something and that she's going her own, do you think she'll be able to go and get treatment on her own?
No, most likely not. Do you think Mr. Rune might be able to help her? She seems to be the more violent type.
Only with you.
You got a
You
gun,
know, honestly,
you punch
Rune's a
people.
pretty
Sounds like a
agreeable
cowboy
chap.
kind of girl to me.
Rune's an agreeable chap. He might be able to go ahead and offer a lift, but that, I mean, really up to him. Rune's not the type of person you tell to do something. He just decides to do something.
Oh,
So kind of like the wind. You don't tell the wind to fill your sails. You just be happy when they do.
He's a good boy. Don't worry. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and pull off to the side and like roll down the window and like wave at Rune to like pull up next to us.
I'll drive up to the passenger window and I'll lean in. Yes.
There's a dog there.
Mr. Rune,
Yeah.
it seems like Miss Lynn may be, to say it nicely, more your speed. Would you offer her a ride, please?
I look back. Can I see where she still is? Kind of deal, or am I gonna have to drive along the roadside and see if I can find her?
You didn't obfuscate again, right?
With werewolves close by?
You just know there's wolves.
Wolfos. I mean...
I don't know. She'd be taking a chance of being out in the open with werewolves.
You don't know they're werewolves.
They're coming from the city?
Lots of wolves hang out on rooftops.
Let's just say she's an older vampire. It's Chicago. She ain't taking risks.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about, you know, wink wink, the succubus club, you know. So she ain't taking risk, that's for sure.
No.
So if you want to obfuscate, that makes sense to me.
Yep.
All
Roll
right.
for it again.
So if you want to try to find her, You're gonna have to roll against her. So here it is. So Lynn, you have to roll a wits and your obfuscate. And you, Rune, have to roll a wits and a resolve.
There we go. 2 crits.
And a success.
And a success.
So 5.
So let's just say it was a perfect roll.
Yeah. Close. I mean, numerically they're the same, but
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I still have
All
one
right.
more over you, technically.
Yeah.
tragic, really.
As you look for her, you do not see her anywhere. I mean, you can tell as soon as as soon as she got excused from the doctor, she slipped herself into the shadows and she's made her way off on her own. You do not see signs of her. You do have a sense of smell, though.
Oh.
If you want, you can try to sniff her out.
I lean into the window. If I find her, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna try and sniff her out. Drive down the road the opposite way.
All right.
All right, now.
So what does he like?
Would he be able to smell me over the smell of the gas?
That's for him to find out,
I thought it was
isn't
a foam. I don't know.
I can't tell you that answer yet
Well,
until he rolls.
It's a chemical foam.
So
that
am I rolling just
burned.
blood for Bloodhound?
So you need to roll me a mental, an awareness, and your bloodhound.
Yeah.
Just
There
below.
it is.
Yeah. You got it.
Double check myself. I hate doing my own math wrong. Yeah, okay.
Right.
That's
Well,
better. Kinda.
Kinda.
Okay. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken. Do a smell.
Oof.
Okay. Read it. All right. You get that smell, and you've had this sense before, especially when you went to that tent last night. That you decided not to.
I don't want to talk about the tent again.
20.
But it's you give a few sniffs, and man, the smell that you pick up on. It smells kind of coagulated. Like it's like smelling a chunk of an animal's blood, like pig's blood or something. It smells just like it's been kept for a long time. This irony scent that you pick up on. It's not really appetizing whatsoever. But you're at least able to get an idea of the locale of where this smell has come from. Now, you're not even 100% sure it's her. But you're able to gather from the doctor. Oh. The doctor just smells like, honestly, like like you'd expect, like a medical room. Ugh, that one's pretty obvious. You get a sniff from the dog, and the dog smells like, honestly, a little bit like sewers. As you get a sniff, and you've smelt Theo before. Theo probably has the blankest smell that you've ever encountered.
Like an eraser.
Well, even less so, yeah. All you really have that sticks out is that coagulated smell.
Do I know which direction that waggly smell is coming from?
I mean, it leads where you guys haven't headed there quite yet, but Smells like where you guys are heading. West, further from the ocean.
Oh. I can smell something, but I do not think it is her. No, it smells like there is... I guess you could call it coagulated. That way. That we're going right now. So... Too bad someone who is in this conversation is no longer here.
Obfuscate,
doctor.
baby. That's what happens.
Alright, well, I tried.
But that's really all the smells that you can go off of. For you, Graham, I mean, you can't even smell him. He was, you know, in a hazmat suit, got himself out for a short time, and all you really got from that time period, from what you can pick up of, was mortal. I mean...
And some fancy boy perfume or something.
Just the scent of life. Blood.
Gross.
Something you can't focus too much on, but...
Money and gun oil.
Blood money, all that goodness. No, just smells like life is what you can pick up on. That was only a short time you were around, and you did wear a hazmat suit in. Perhaps a hazmat suit out, you're not sure. Oh, look.
Plonk. Evil stare.
There you go. I did it, guys. I'm a hero.
What I missed?
You know, I just smelt something coagulated. About it.
Did he find her?
You
No.
smell something coagulated. Besides your
Oh.
guys' smell.
We can wait. Go see if you can find her. I'll ask the dog if he's hungry.
Alright, well, how about you follow me, okay, and we'll go to what I want to investigate, which is the coagulated shit.
Okay.
Alright.
So we're gonna ask the dog if he's hungry. We should go to Danny's.
Right.
I knew it was such a hot spot for vampires.
Right.
Well, think about it. Depending on the town, I mean, in Chicago, there's probably a lot of places on, but like smaller town areas, Denny's like the only thing that's open in the middle of the night.
Yeah, or Waffle House.
It's true.
But, hey,
Ooh,
you
Waffle
know,
House.
that being said, you can meet some very interesting people at a Denny's in the middle of the night.
You meet very interesting people anywhere in the middle of the night.
True.
Alright, I guess I am driving to the coagulated smell and those two are following me.
Yeah. You ask the dog if it's hungry. It looks at you and lets out a low grumble.
Why not offer it a water bottle? Done it for everyone else.
Dogs are different.
They drink! I don't need an
No
animal
animal
king
can.
to know that much.
But no, it seems to look at you, lets out like a low grumble as it kind of focuses itself back to staring straight ahead.
Looks not. No, good dog.
And you're gonna follow Rune?
Yeah.
Rune, you're gonna follow then, I imagine, the scent.
Mm-hmm.
Boyo. Alright. Let's see what's gonna be best for you then.
I'm not just gonna go wander off and follow a weird scent on my own. I don't know what it is. Sounds like
That's
a
fair.
good way to get into a trap.
I'll run something over for you.
That's why I'm kind of starting to fade.
Alright. Roll me a mental and in your awareness. And add your bloodhound to that. You're gonna try to follow it.
Mental awareness. Keep forgetting where things are. 6 again.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Sure, it could be worse. I mean, it's only 2 critical failures.
Right.
But hey, you got a critical success in there.
Right.
Walks into wolf den. Gets eaten.
Or
Oh,
has
this is fun,
the wind
guys.
change and, the chemicals burning on the water are just stuffing up your nose, making it hard to smell anything.
This might
Right.
determine how I do future requests from strangers I just met.
Yeah.
We're gonna be friends.
I don't know about that. You're going pretty far there, bud.
But you don't know that.
We'll see, depending on how this goes in the next 10 seconds.
Well, you're following Rune. Rune, you're following this
Schmel.
old irony smell. Ugh. Not really enjoyable
It's
at
gonna
all
be a
for any of
story.
you. And Lynn, you were making your way, kind of sneaking through the alleyways. Now, you notice very quickly, you can tell that it looks like they're trying to track you. Are you going to try to use stealth to avoid them? Or are you not really trying to hide?
Not trying to hide from them so much.
Mm-hmm. So you're just going to continue on forward?
Yeah.
Just out of sight, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Rune, the trail's a little sporadic.
Mm-hmm.
This is still new to you, following via scent. Humans, this is very much more so like a canine trait, so it's still new to you as you try to get a focus on the smell, as it's hard to trace it with the wind, especially so close to the ocean. It's a lot harder to follow the scent. But, thankfully, she is not trying to hide from you, as you're able to get kind of a general area, though you still don't see sign of her anywhere. But you can tell that she's close, at least. You guys are moving much slower than you would be, since she is on foot.
So I can tell she's close.
Yeah. You
All
can't
right.
see exactly where she is, but maybe if you were to yell, she would
Yeah, I'm
probably
gonna yell
hear
out
you.
before that fucking crazy bitch does, because she's just not gonna listen.
Hello!
Stop! You're gonna ruin everything.
Considering that we are literally slowing down and following Rune and he's following her scent, I suppose I could be looking out the car, see if I could spot her at all. If that would help.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll the same thing as, if you want to see her, so you have to roll a wits and a resolve to look
What's the
through this.
resolve?
Anyway, during this, I'll yell out into as loud as I can. Hey, Miss Lynn, you want to ride or something? Not with me, not the crazy one.
Oh. You're the crazy one.
They don't know any better. It's not their fault.
Okay, that's gonna be...
That's
what is that?
5.
Yeah, 5 successes.
Whoa, my goodness.
I'm sorry, I'm the mental one out of all of us.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to make assumptions.
Are you gonna respond to when you hear Rune's calls, or are you just ignoring them, Lynn?
I'll do a couple of engine revs to see if that catches any attention.
That'll do it.
I'm over here.
Am I able to hear that?
Theo, you hear her call out in response after a few engine revs. And you get a good look as you're looking through the window, and you can see Lynn. It's almost as if the shadows hold her, protect her. Something in that seems familiar to you as you watch as the shadows kind of release her into view as she calls out. Something
Does
about
it,
that.
does it remind me of the way that I've been feeling this pressure from the shadows this whole time? Or is it something else?
Yeah, kind of. When you felt that claustrophobia, that's what it reminds you of. Seeing that. It's almost as if when you see her get released, you know that you could do that too. You've done it before. You just don't remember how.
Maybe if I
But
can ask
for
her.
you, Rune, you can hear Lynn call out as you kind of look. And are you going to make your way to him, or are you just telling him that you're there?
If I could see her, I'll just drive over.
Fair enough. Pull out the sidecar.
No, I'm not in the mood for sidecar.
Okay.
I don't think
Unless she
anything's
asks for sidecar, but I don't think she will.
It's a motorcycle that drives into the street where you are. The
Can I
sidewalk.
just ride on the
pulls-
back?
Yeah, if you want to.
I prefer that.
Before she hops on, I'll put out my hand.
Oh,
Or shake.
gentlemen.
She'll shake it.
Name's Alistair.
Lynn.
Pleasure.
Technically Evelyn, but most people just call me Lynn.
I'll do.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Miss
It does.
Chris, you can see that, yes, it looks like she's getting on the motorcycle with Rune,
Aw.
Alistair.
Oh, that's nice.
like the wind.
Right.
Perfect.
You, Graham, you are making your way back then to your Willis Tower. You're getting the heck out of radiation. I mean, you're a poor simple human. That ain't gonna do you any good. In fact, it's probably already too late for you. You should probably get a few checkups at this point. You know, better safe than sorry.
Hopefully not more than a few radiation doses from like an X-ray or two.
Yeah. But it is 3:16, so I won't keep everyone up too late. I know ET
Really want
has
to go
work.
to that Denny's.
God damn it.
Slowly passing out.
Yeah, I think some people in the group definitely are getting tired, so I think this is definitely a great point to go ahead and call
Yes.
it a night.
I know we usually go to 2, so it is
Yeah.
past 3 now, so I don't want to keep everyone up too late, but you folks are getting away from the radiation zone. All of you folks are.
Smart.
Yeah, some of you a little bit more concerned about the health implications than others.
But the thing
Most
is,
of you-
though,
Most
we're
of you it really
vampires.
doesn't
We're
matter.
dead.
Exactly.
Why would radiation hurt us?
At the
Why
same
would
time,
radiation hurt you? That's a great question.
We're magical creatures now.
I have
Yes,
no
so
idea how
true.
radiation works on vampires.
I'm an angel.
All I know is
Why
I
would it
have an
bother
upset
me?
tummy.
my concern is vampire gets highly radioactive. Vampire still needs to feed. Vampire starts feeding on victims.
Do you make other people radioactive? That's the issue. I'd rather not.
Yeah, but I just drink from blood bags. I don't even go near the humans.
It's true.
That's good for you.
That's
so
not
you can
how
do whatever
everybody
you
operates.
Fast
Last
and
thing we need is,
Furious.
one of us becoming a glowing nightlight that's causing cancer in everyone we touch.
You get cancer and you
You
get
get
cancer.
cancer.
I mean, that didn't
Everyone
work out
gets
too well
cancer.
for the Martian Manhunter. Oh wait, no, it wasn't the Martian Manhunter. It was a Dr.
Hey, don't
Manhattan.
bring my people into this.
Dr. Manhattan. Yes, I think that was his storyline.
Right.
Oh, that was not a feel-good moment.